Bonjour, I am Jacques Torres and welcome to Tuesday Tips. Let's say you need a cake. So I'm going to show you how to do a cake with only two different things. So one going to be the cake, one going to be the filling. That's it. And we're going to decorate with the filling. So we're going to keep it very simple. So for the cake, it's called a Biscuit Royal. We have egg yolks, and of course I put the recipe on the caption. I have some egg yolks and some sugar, and we're going to put that together and give it a nice emulsion, make it really nice and creamy. As you can see now, it's amazing how light those egg yolk and sugar become. And it's good because that helps the sugar to melt. So I'm going to transfer that here, and we're going to do a meringue. Be careful when you do a meringue after that. The meringue will not go up if we have any fat from the yolk. So we really need to wash that very, very well. So now I'm going to mix the egg white and the sugar, the rest of the sugar. One way to be sure that your eggs don't become dry is actually to put few drops of lemon juice. And the lemon juice is going to help to stretch the protein of the egg white. So sugar at the beginning, like I did, and few drops of lemon. Really not too much. Then whip it. Now you're going to see the egg white going to be more elastic and not dry. So the egg whites are ready. And you see how nice and smooth they are. They are not breaking down. That's very important. I'm going to add the melted butter into my egg yolk and sugar mixture. And then I'm going to fold everything with the egg white and the dry ingredients. So be careful to just fold, not mix. And what I like to do when it's a little bit folded, I'm going to add the flour and the cocoa powder. And I usually sift as I go. It's a little bit easier. Now you keep folding nicely. Be careful to don't deflate all those beautiful mixture. So you see what I do, I really go through the bottom of the pan and mix everything. I want all the flour, the butter, the yolk, everything to mix together. Okay, we have it. So don't overmix it. And I think one tray going to be enough. I prepped two just in case, but it looked like one going to be enough. So I just put everything inside one half-size sheet pan. And what you do, you don't press, you push the batter. Just like that. And I put my oven a little bit hotter. So if you cook a cake in a mold, you're going to stay around 350. And I put my oven at 390 degrees. Why? It's because the cake being smaller, I want it to cook faster so it doesn't dry. Okay, that's it. We are ready. Put that in the oven. Certainly 10 minutes will be enough. Okay, so I take the cake out of the oven. When you press on it, it bounces back a little bit. Don't overcook it, it will not be good. Then I'm going to take a piece of parchment paper. So, careful, it's hot. Aye, aye, aye. Okay, here we go. So if you have time, it's always good to let the cake cool down like that with the paper on top. It keeps the moisture of the cake in the cake. here, and you can see the moisture going out here. I'm going to go a little bit faster and really remove everything. And I want to move it a little bit, so go where it's cold, where it's still cold on the table, so I want to cool it down as fast as I can. So the next thing that I want to do is take this cake in front of me, and I'm going to cut rings. You can do a square cake, so you don't have any waste, or if you want a round cake, you can put that on top like that, cut around, 1, 2, and you're going to tell me here, hey, you don't have enough space for the third one, but let me show you what you're doing. We're going to use those parts and put them here like that. Put this one here. How do I do that? Like that. Okay, and we have it. And we will put this layer on the middle of the cake. And yes, you're going to have some little pieces left over. You can do like me, you can eat them. You can put a little syrup, a little ganache, make some bowl, make some little bowl cake. You can just eat them, give them to the kid. They love that stuff. Okay? So there is no much left over anyway. I like this cake. Now, I'm going to use one piece of the cake like that. I put it onto a cardboard, gold cardboard, just to hold my cake. I'm going to put that on the side, and then I'm going to be able to garnish. A few hours ago, I make what we call a ganache. I use 1 pound or half quarts of cream. I make it hot, almost to a boil, and I add in it 1 pound of dark chocolates, 62% dark chocolates. Mix it together so the chocolate melts into the warm cream, so you get the cream, and then I add 50 grams, pretty much 2 ounces of butter, just a piece of butter out of the fridge. Mix it, put it into a container like that, and let it cool down for a couple hours. So the ganache is going to become creamy, and that's the perfect consistency to make a cake. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to take a piping bag and take some of the ganache into that piping bag. Okay, and then you can start from the middle and put your first layer of cream into your cake. Easy. Then we're going to use the cakes that has all those pieces. Here we go. And I'm going to go for another layer of ganache. Okay, then now we can end with the last sponge. Okay. Then what I want to do is add a little cream on top. So again, I really show you something to do at home, something easy and fast for a simple cake. Okay, now I want to just spread this ganache on top of the cake in a very simple way. There is a lot of techniques to make cakes, but if you do a cake at home, that might be the one that need less equipment. You don't even need a cake pan. You can just put it on a tray, like I did, to cook the cake. So it's pretty easy to make. So now I'm going to use some of the ganache for the side. Okay, like that. You can decorate the cake with some raspberry if you like. You can decorate the side a little bit more. This is why I did that is just to show you an easy way to make a cake at home. Actually, I have some nuts that I believe I'm going to be able to put around it. Okay, and I think I'm going to leave the side completely plain. There is a techniques where you have a frozen marble and then you just put some chocolates on it and just put it around and voila, it will be done. I can put some chocolates on an acetate paper, but I want to keep it simple. I hope you like it, but I guarantee it's delicious. Bon appétit. And I wish you, your family, and all your loved ones a Merry Christmas.